All right, Jay, when you ready.
So we've gone through about, like, a majority of us have gone through about 14 years of our life being school, where most of us are seniors. I say school has been a major part of my life, and I cherish it very deeply. But, like, I sometimes feel that I'm an outlier to the population because I was diagnosed with autism on the autism spectrum at a young age. So it's just those social cues that everyone can, like, go, oh, that's what they mean. And it takes me longer to realize that's what they mean. But let's just start my story in elementary school. So I started elementary school in Westview Elementary. And I was considered to be a gifted child, like not gifted to be East Washington Academy gifted, but a bit ahead of my age. And throughout elementary school, we had a naive, carefree life. We played on the playground, our responsibilities were limited, we just had a fun time. And there's a little odd thing about me in elementary school, like my name here, my last name is spelled M-A-T-H-E-W-S. It doesn't matter how good of a day I had, if it was spelled M-A-T-T-H-E-W-S, my whole day was ruined. I don't know why, but I'm just like, why? And now, on to middle school. I had a sudden realization. 6th grade. 3rd period, Joanne Norris. Some of you had her for math, honors 6th grade. I was seeing letters in math. I was like, what is this? I was supposed to be smart. I made the sudden realization, I don't know everything. There are people smarter than me. But at last I came to Zen and realized that. Now let's move a few years. July 14th, 2017. I became known as a furry. And I created my character Flair, and that's what I use to express myself. And you've all seen me in middle school go, hey, I'm a furry, whoop-de-doo, and I thought you people were like, yeah, no, we don't, you're bad. No, it's just that you didn't care, and I didn't realize that. It's like no one cares. So I felt that I was misunderstood, so I retreated inside. I sat alone at lunch because I felt like no one wanted me. And I was not known as the Fox Kid until the talent show of 8th grade. Some of you remember that, North Side. I wowed y'all with my performance. And it established me as the Fox Kid, and that's been my identity ever since. No, when someone ask, do you know Trey Matthews? Most people say no, but then they ask the Fox Kid, furry, and they're like, oh yeah, him. But now onto the present. I'm a senior now. We're so close to becoming an adult. It's frightening. It's just so frightening. But I feel like I have myself put together for life. I'm set up for college. I based on my current path, I should be able to graduate with 76 college credits. And even though I have my life all together, I'm still afraid of failing. Just what if it all falls apart? I'm just man. And my mother's about to lose her food stamps, and it just makes me so angry and confused, because it's they say you make too much money. Well, what's too much money? What is it? So I had to get a job at Hillcroft. I work in production, and I just feel like it's my time to give back to my mother. I want to help her, as she single-handedly cared for my brother and I, and even though we struggled, she did the best to give us the best life possible. So I want to repay her back. She is stuck in college debt. She went to college, but she didn't finish. But she has student loans. I want to pay all of her student loan debt back. As for my future, I want to go to Ball State University. I want to get a minor in Spanish and radiology. I've already applied, so that's one thing. I want to teach Spanish, but I'm like, my mother doesn't want me to suffer financially. I plan to stay 1 year at home and college, and then try to find a house or apartment to live in to establish myself. As for family, I want to be a loving father to my children. Like many families all across the United States, even across the world, don't, like myself included, didn't have a father figure in their life because they went out, they did drugs, they drunk, they died. That we don't like many different scenarios of what that father figure was to be absent from your life happened, and I just want to be. I want to be the opposite of that. I want to be part of my children's life. As for the amount of children I want, maybe 2 or 3. And I'm always stuck with the thought of how will I have them have the best life possible. I want to teach them well. I want them to have good morals, and just want to give back to the community as I do myself. But in conclusion, like adult life will suck. We'll have to do bills, pay taxes, everything. And I'm just like, I just think about, what if I go into poverty? I want to sustain myself above the line of poverty. Just want to be financially stable. But I can't guarantee that because the future is unknown. But to wrap things up, that's my story in all its glory.
Now, why did you fall asleep on